Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to understand the difference between static and non-static members. Have you ever wondered that why we use static in front of variables and methods and sometimes we don't use static keyword? Let's understand the difference between static and non-static. Static members are also called as class members. Non-static members are also called as non-static members. We can declare the variables and methods using static keyword for static members. Whereas for non-static members, we need not use the static keyword. For example, if there's a class car, okay, let's take an example. Static int tires is equal to 4. So this is how we declare the static variable. How do we declare the non-static variable? Is without using static keyword. So it would be like string color. So this is how we declare the non-static variable. Static members belongs to class, whereas non-static members belongs to object. That means that a static member can be accessed directly without actually creating an object, whereas non-static members can be accessed by creating an object. So for static members, it creates only one copy per class, whereas for non-static members, each object has its own copy. Let's take an example of this car only. So if you see this, static int tires is equal to 4. So it will have only one copy per class, whereas string color, we can have various cars with various different colors. We can create the car copy with the help of creating object. So it would be like a car C1 will have, say, blue color, car C2 will have black color, and so on. Let's understand this even more with an example. Let's create a class named as student. Now we're going to see how we are going to create the static and non-static variables, and let's see how we can access them. So I'm creating one static variables with the static keyword. So it says static string school name, and I'm going to give some school name, say ABC High School. So it is very simple. By just using the static keyword, we are creating a static variable. Okay, we will see this later on. Then next, I'm going to create a non-static variable, string student name. Let me not assign any name. So yeah, this is how I have created a non-static variable. The only difference is the usage of static keyword. Okay, now I'm going to create a static method. So static void show school, and I'm going to just print a statement saying the name or the school is just concatenated with the variable school name. This is my static method. Void is the return type, and we are not putting any parameters, so it is a simple method. Now let's create a non-static method. I'll create it for the student name. So void show student, again system.out.println, student name is, and I will concatenate it with the non-static variable student name. Okay, sorry, I just wrote everything in the main method. Let me put the main method after this. Okay, just cleaning things. Okay, so we are done. So Now we have created a static variable, a non-static variable, a static method, and a non-static method. So it was easy to create. Now let's see how we can access these variables and methods inside the main class. So as we know that static variables and static methods can be accessed via class name. So the class name is student, and I'm going to access the method showSchool using class name, which is student.showSchool. So this is how we access static methods. Now, to access non-static method, we need to create object. But let's see what if I access it via class name. So student.showStudent. Okay, it is not possible. If you can see a red mark. Also, if you try, you won't be able to get that method. So I'm creating a object for that. So student S1 is equal to new student. So this is how we create an object. Now let me access by using this variable S1 dot student name. I'm going to give some student name, say Priyanka. And now let me access the non-static method S1 dot student name. Now you can see the S1 dot show student. Yeah, now you can access the show student. You can see it in the list as well. This is non-static method accessed. We also saw a point where the objects, we can create multiple objects. So let me also create another object, student S2 is equal to new student, and this S2 will have its own properties. So S2 dot student name, say Omkar, and S2 dot show student. Okay. So we have created static, non-static variables and methods, and we have also understood how to access them. Now let me act as a JVM and see what JVM will do. It will go in the main class and then student.showSchool. It will print the school name. Then it will go to the next line, which, okay, the object is created, and then it will say, okay, show student. So it is going to print student name is plus the student name. The student name, if you go, we have named it as Priyanka. So here it would be student name is Priyanka. Then JVM will go to the next line, and it will say S2 dot student name is equal to Omkar. It has stored in it, and then it will show student. It is going to be student name is Omkar. So this is how our JVM is going to act line by line, and let me run this code. So yes, this is the output. Hope it was easy for you to understand the difference between static and non-static members. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.